Stop, he's already dead. Leave him alone. Nah, bro, you about to stand tall next to old Deku. Oh, yes. That's what I'm talking about right there. Actually, really cool directing choice of having all across the globe someone say, like, obviously we've already seen everyone, like, not want All Might to die, but the winds are actually changing in everyone's favor this time because everyone is like, you know what? Please don't die. We want you to live. Bakugo is almost like symbolic, like he's answering the calls and making sure that the storms do pass. Some good directing. I mean, you know, all things considered, while that may have hurt All Might, it's better than his spine getting snapped. So literally just existing is living hell right now for him. Just moving hurts, and he's fighting for his life. Whatever pain he experienced doesn't even matter now that he's been given a gift from his mentor, his senpai, his idol. Yo, if that ain't main character energy, I don't know what is. I'm the final boss, bitch. Him exploding himself is just going to create even more agony to the point that it makes the most powerful version of him. It's like Hulk when he goes into like such an anger fit that he just progressively gets more angry and you can't calm him down. Oh, that's insane. Like everything about this cooked. Like more than we just cooked this son of a bitch. My mind is fried. This was just a small snippet of my full live reaction. You can catch that over on Patreon if you want to see the full one. Otherwise, oh goddamn, we got a lot to talk about. Let's jump right into it. The secret to Bakugo's power is pure raw hatred. Anger. Anger is what fuels our boy to become stronger and stronger, and if that isn't the most Bakugo level power imaginable, I don't know what is. This is a boy who named himself, when choosing his superhero name, Murder God Dynamite, and that's not even the full thing, but goddamn, like, color me surprised that this turns out to be the secret. But the fact that the entirety of this episode cooks so hard, not only narratively and emotionally, but visually, I think it's time we pour one out for all the bozos who never jumped aboard the greatness that was My Hero Academia. They said, it will never reach great heights. Nah, you were wrong. Because the lowest points of this show were still fun. More fun than probably half the shit you're watching. And the fact that we had, no joke, one of the best animated episodes of the entire freaking year, and at no point did they cockblock us. The whole time I'm thinking, okay, they're making me super hyped, they're gonna cut to credits. And by the time they did cut to credits, I didn't feel like they cut off the episode abruptly. It was a good stopping point. It didn't really feel like, oh, they're ripping a band-aid off. No. The last, like, 3 minutes of everything that happened in this episode, I thought to myself, for sure, credits are going to play and they're going to blue balls us. No, by the time it ended, I thought to myself, yep, that's a good-ass stopping point. Bakugo as a character is such a unique anomaly in the world of shonen. Because one of two things often happens with a character like Bakugo. When Season 1 first started, I really thought Bakugo would turn into a villain, because often those overly angry rival characters typically get recruited over to the dark side. Hell, there's literally a moment in one of the arcs where he's kidnapped by the League of Villains, and a lot of authors would have turned that into a turning point for his character. But also, I found the second part, what usually happens with Bakugo, is the rival character is never as interesting as the main character, and his journey never comes that close, so he just kind of accepts being sidelined. But what did Horikoshi do? He did the secret third option. He made Bakugo not side with the villains, nor sideline to the MC. He is standing as tall as Deku is, because by putting Bakugo up against All For One, and Deku up against Shiggy, they're both doing equally important things. And for a boy that literally we thought was dead, and if it wasn't for Ed's shot, literally compressing that heart the entire time, he even admits that it's his own basically blood, sweat, and tears that kickstarted it. He just had to keep him alive until his own sweat could cause that explosion internally. But at the end of the day, so many things had to go right for this moment to happen. And, you know, it's really funny because when you think back to when All Might had a conversation with both Bakugo and Deku, that's a moment that really, when you think about it, made it feel like Bakugo was sidelined. Like, yeah, it wasn't meant like All Might was like, okay, you're pathetic, but it's like, there's no way Bakugo's ever gonna reach. You know, this boy has a quirk that is Batman's utility belt. This is the boy that was chosen, essentially, as the successor to All Might. Like, you really think he's gonna reach the same heights? But he did. He absolutely did. The absolute emotion that it conveyed. This isn't just like, oh my god, everyone's gonna get up here and rant about how crazy it looked. They will do that, but that's not what made this episode as special as it is. I said it last week. I thought Bakugo was a goner. Because when I said initially when he died, we'll come into next week, maybe the week after, and then we'll know for sure, and they never touched upon him again because so much was happening. The fact that they left us for so long, they left us for a season thinking he was dead. So when he stands tall, it's not random bullshit, random plot armor, no. He came back in two believable ways. Someone keeping him alive, his heart compressing, or at least trying to revive him that whole time, trying to get blood flow, and then the internal explosion of his own sweat getting brought in and, you know, doing the little poo-poo. It makes sense. It really does. And also, the fact that the whole world was watching what they thought was going to be All Might's death and all their thoughts and prayers, like the symbolic energy, like channeling in, and then how it shifts into, who the hell is that? They're gonna actually have to make a top 10 hero ranking list in Japan and have Murder God Dynamite on the goddamn billboards. And they can't even tell him no because he's gonna be one of the two most important people in the final battle. That brings me great joy. Dare I say, the best episode My Hero. Now, we've been saying that a lot, both myself and everyone online for a while about everything we've been experiencing in this goddamn masterpiece, but even more so than usual, it felt like we still have 3/4 of a season left, and I expect one or two of those episodes, epilogue, aftermath. But even considering we might have like 6 more episodes of throwing hands, you know, I'm gonna be sad that there will never be a show probably that will give me such Saturday morning cartoon feels, maybe ever again, or at least for a long time. But I am so happy they're going out on a bang, and I'm just excited to see how this all wraps up. This has been such a fun experience as an anime only, and it's only gonna get better, I believe. You let me know your thoughts, whether if you've been a source reader anticipating the Bakugo moment like this. Anime only like me, what the hell did you think of, in my opinion, the best episode of My Hero today? But let me know yours. Drop a like, show your support, subscribe if you happen to be new around here, and Patreon is where you'll catch those full live reactions. Also, more like chaos, like to give video shoutouts to my patrons. So today we got Slazel, Isiel Sadera, Jacob McCarthy, Divine Tang 00, Chris, and we also have Kieran Dean. So I appreciate the support, everyone. Please take care, and you'll have a good one.